Former CIA Director George Tenet has taken a hit in the last few years for his role in getting the U.S. into the war. Now Tenet is fighting back. This Sunday on 60 Minutes, in an exclusive interview with Scott Pelley, Tenet accuses some in the Bush administration of using him as a scapegoat. Scott is here tonight. Scott, what did he tell you?
Katie, Tenet told us that he realized his 7 years as director of the CIA were over when someone at the White House leaked a story to Washington Post assistant managing editor Bob Woodward. The story, about 3 months after the invasion, suggested that the president had decided to attack Iraq after Tenet told him the evidence for weapons of mass destruction was, quote, a slam dunk. Tenet says when he read the article, he realized the White House was branding him with the failure. So he called his principal contact in the president's office.
And I remember picking up the phone and calling Andy Card, who is a terrific human being and somebody I've always trusted. And I said,
President's chief of staff at the time.
President's chief of staff. I call Andy, I said, I believed that he had weapons of mass destruction. And now what's happened here is you've gone out and made me look stupid. It's the most despicable thing I've ever heard in my life. Men of honor don't do this.
Men of honor don't.
You don't do this. You don't throw people overboard. You don't do this. You don't call somebody in. You work your heart out. You show up every day. You're going to throw somebody overboard just because it's a deflection? Is that honorable? It's not honorable to me. Okay, that's how I feel. Now, how it happened and who orchestrated it and what happened, at the end of the day, the only thing you have is trust and honor in this world. That's all you have. All you have is your reputation built on trust and your personal honor. And when you don't have that anymore, well, there you go. Trust was broken.
Between you and the White House.
You bet. You bet.
Tenet admits he did say slam dunk, but he says it was taken out of context. Sunday on 60 Minutes, Tenet has so much more to say, including how most everyone in the government was wrong about those weapons of mass destruction. Katie?
Looks fascinating, Scott. Thank you so much. And you can see Scott's complete interview with George Tenet on Sunday night at 7, 6 Central Time, of course, on 60 Minutes.